So every night for the last maybe 2 months, almost without exception, I leave London and I go somewhere not of my own choosing. Sometimes I am in London as well, but it's somewhere I don't know, or I don't know why I'm there. I suppose over time I've become kind of numb to it. It's like, okay, this night there's going to be this wild adventure that could also be disturbing, because sometimes these places are dark and strange and I don't feel 100% comfortable telling you about it, but I feel I need some help. So yeah, I remember last night I was somewhere in New York, and that's the other thing. I don't understand how I managed to travel such distances in such a short time. It's not like a plane that takes me there. I just seem to kind of appear there. But then I'm always like returned to where I was within, say, 12 hours. Yeah, so last night I was in New York, as I say, and it was dark. And my mum was there. You think darkness, but it was like a really warm presence in that darkness. And she said,
"Refers to a message you moment to get back as soon as possible."
And I didn't really understand what she meant because there wasn't really any context for that. But then she said, "I love you," and it felt tender. And I don't understand how that can happen, because I mean, she's been dead for a long time, but it just felt so real. And I don't know if it's like possible now with technology for someone to recreate that, or maybe without sleep. My mind can get so delirious that maybe it creates some type of representation of her that's tangible and real. It was scary and also tender, I guess. And when I kind of realised I was back in my room, I was really confused because I wasn't sure what was real anymore. Like, what was that? How could it feel so real if it's not? Who or what would want me to experience it, to experience this? Want me to experience this?
But when the first letter is while, you have to pronounce the last letter of the verb. So c'est égal. You have to pronounce it. Yeah, complicated.
Oui.
C'est égal.
Complicated?
Ouais.
Complication?
Sometimes I'm in familiar places like my home, and then, I just take the post, put it in the slot, walk out of my front door, and I'm somewhere completely different, and the world is transformed. All of a sudden, I'm in a supermarket buying groceries, and it really makes no sense why someone would want to stop me from sleeping and take me to a supermarket. But while I'm there, I still try and do practical things. For example, the other night I bought some cereal, and somehow the sound of a baby crying can morph into something musical and wonderful. and then I can be checking out in a supermarket, but what I'm buying isn't cereal anymore. It's now makeup, and I don't wear makeup. Who am I buying this for, and why?
We need to talk into the card reader and follow the instructions.
When he finally settled in Paris in 1904, Picasso moved into a squalid warren of studios called the Bateau Lavoir, known to poets as the Acropolis of Cubism. This ramshackle...
So yeah, you probably have a good sense of how strange these kind of happenings are, and I mean, I started recording my memories of them when I kind of come to, generally in the morning, with the intention of playing to you to try and give a sense of what was going on, and the strangest details I haven't even got to. So I thought I'd play this for you, and maybe we could figure out what was going on, who was taking me, and then also if the authorities needed to get involved, then perhaps this would be good evidence for them. So, I mean, here's a couple of examples. I've basically been recording them on my phone, so let me pull them up for you. Riots break out in school, or fights that just escalate to the point where everyone's scared and everything's getting smashed up, and the police are brought in, but they can't control it. Fear in Turkey. I mean, where do you start with that? Fear in Turkey? Alright, here's another. It was very confusing. What can I remember? I'll just read off the end, I guess. I was with these like hippie punks, and we were traveling. Oh yeah, before that, I was trying to get round like it was in the water. I needed to get round like a bit of land or something, or just... Oh no, something was in the way, and I was like, how do I... Why was in the pavement?
And packed them up, and just getting back from lunch, I had some tacos from that place over on Pacific. They're okay, but not great, but you know, what can we do in downtown San Francisco?
That's when you hide the truth. It's when you talk more jazz proof, and when you lie and address something you don't know.
It's so whack that it's bound to show.
When you lie about
God, where are we off to today?
San Francisco routine call.
Check it out!
Excuse me, you speak English?
I do.
What's your name?
Sam.
Where you from?
London.
From London? You ever go back to London?
Yeah.
Like every day?
Not every day.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully once or twice a year.
Twice a year. Today's the 27th, right?
I don't know.
I think it's the
25th.
25th.
You know who died on the 25th of every month? I'm going to tell you all the people who died on the 25th of every month. I don't want to die today. Do you want to die? You guys want to die? Like, are you good with the Lord? Is everybody here good with the Lord? Who's good with the Lord? They're good with the Lord.
I don't know what's going to happen, so I really don't care.
Yeah, you don't make assumptions.
Cool. You guys want a Bible? Or a Quran?
I'm alright.
Why don't you? I'll let you figure it out.
First saved message.
Hey, bitch, where are you? I'm antsy as fuck because it's coming tomorrow and I don't know what the fuck to do with myself, so we should go play some pool. Where are you at? Answer the phone. Blah, blah, blah. Goodbye.
Saved 9. Saved. Next message.
Younger Samuel. Just seeing if you were gonna get into anything tonight. If not, we should hang out on Saturday, right?
Next message.
Sam, where are you? We're about to leave and go to a bar, and you're coming with us. I don't know where you are, but you're going. You are DIRT, nerd.
Next message.
What's up, young Sammy? Just on the off chance that you were...
During these hectic days
I had a dream that you
we're getting married and forgot to invite me.
Avon would just like to bring you a pleasant reminder.
When the first letter is a while, you have to pronounce the last letter of the verb. So c'est égal. You have to pronounce it. Yeah, complicated.
Yes, boring. Let us switch to some poetry.
I'm bigger than just a white man. I care about my fucking family. I care about my family.
Nice. You wanna go?
No, I've been in.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
Damn, are you
Yeah, I'm here, sorry. You know what? Why don't I just play you a few more of these recordings I've made of my recollections and just see if we can piece them together. Like I'll just play a few at once. Here you go. I was with my family and kind of staying in a motel or a house. We got to the woods and stuff, and it wasn't clear. I feel like maybe we were just renting the people, and I had this weird, odd-shaped room, and threw a book up in the air that span, and I watched something on TV. It was a small TV. I'm sure I was jealous of. Can anyone get me to like roll a joint? And I was like, okay, I can do that for you. And it was all connected up via like crocodile clips. And suddenly, I got absolutely crushed by the selections. But I think I was like, okay. So I went and started to watch TV. An airport with these. It wasn't clear. Like maybe we were just renting the woods, and it wasn't really a festival. And I put my hand, and it was like a load of mushrooms. Like I don't know what kind of mushrooms. They were kind of sitting next to me. Just conversation. Or quite lucid about it, ideas, and this particular project. I'm sorry. Like to the house, say what time it is. The other side, that's what join thing. Like this HP number and on paper, that's what I remember. I'll just do it in order.
Wrap your troubles in